Yeah. So you were in fourth grade
Mm-hmm.
when JFK was assassinated. So tell us your experiences. What do you remember about it?
I really don't remember the time. I just know it was in the afternoon, the exact time. I don't remember. But I remember all the teachers, the Frost School had a big courtyard on the outside, on the inside of it with all trees, and it was a modern school. And I remember all the teachers gathering together, and they were all crying, and we just all the kids are just kind of like, you're fourth grade, you want to fool around when the teacher's not there. And next thing you know, they sent us home. And I remember walking down that long driveway. I lived about 12 houses from the school, and walking down the street, you could hear a pin drop. It was like all the traffic from the cars and buses and everything was just quiet. It was like eerie, really eerie. And I was walking along, all the neighbors were at the end of their driveways talking to the other neighbors, and they're all crying. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I get home, and there's my sister and my mother watching TV, and they're crying. And I can remember we used to have supper, right on time. As soon as my dad got home from work, and so supper wasn't ready, and all four of us, there was only four in the family, we all sat there just watching TV, and it was like life stopped, it was very, very strange. It was a very strange feeling. You figured out what happened, you hear so many rumors and so many stories. There was a show on the other night on Reels that was saying that it was the CIA in the car behind Kennedy's car, and he turned around to see Oswald at the book center, and they actually had the safety off of his machine gun or rifle, and it went off as he was going to turn. And so now they're saying that he shot Kennedy. He was the one that assassinated him, actually. It was kind of
someone
do you
from the
believe
CIA.
that? Yeah. So do you believe that? The car right behind the Kennedys. He was sitting in the back. This guy.
Do you believe the conspiracy theories?
I don't know. You really don't know. I don't know if those are grassy. How could Oswald do all that? It just makes you wonder. He did fire a shot and did hit Kennedy. They're saying on this program, but it's just one of those things. And then they killed his brother a few years after. That makes you wonder.
The Jack Ruby.
Yeah. It makes you. It makes you wonder. Did the mafia
Very wild.
do it? Yeah. It makes you wonder.
And being in fourth grade, like you said, you were young enough that you weren't able to really think about it a lot and know the historical significance of it, maybe.
Right.
But it was everyone else's reaction.
Right.
It sounds like that really made it.
Yeah.
Made you realize how huge of a moment it was.
It was incredible. Yeah.
Did your parents tell you much about what
My
happened
sister,
and what
my
it
sister
meant?
was 4 years ahead of me in school, and she was the bright one in the family, and she made up scrapbooks for both of us, and she was really into it and would tell me more. She went on to become a teacher at that Frost School.
So it was more your sister who told you about.
Right.
So she would have been like 8th grade.
Right. I'm sure everybody does. And this show had the other explanation that you've never heard of. Not the
CIA.
grass. They figured out the guy on the bridge, that wasn't it, because it wouldn't. They showed you how the time was and everything. So there was nobody on a bridge, nobody in the grassy knoll that couldn't hit that certain,
That same
certain
angle.
Yeah. So they took all the doubts out of that right away, and then they come up with this, and they actually have footage of this guy in the car behind Kennedy. Somebody had footage of it, of where he takes his rifle and he turns around to see Oswald, and he must have shot him as it went off. As he's reaching up, the safety was off the gun, and the exact time he did that, you see Kennedy going forward. See, like he shot him in the back of the head.
On purpose.
No,
That's
he
what they're
didn't
saying, or no?
realize. He didn't realize he even did it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He had turned in the back of the CIA car to shoot at Oswald, but to see where the shots were coming
I
from.
see.
He had the safety off his gun, and as he reached up, the gun went off.
Huh.
So it was an accident. Well, do we believe it's an accident? So who's ever gonna know? And that's the part that's eerie. You don't know.